The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on TOMz Radio Toronto are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of TOMz Radio Toronto or its staff. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment and general information only, in the hope that they will be entertaining and informative to listeners. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or mitigate in any way any disease or condition or to promote any specific lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice, nor is the information presented necessarily accurate or verifiable.
Good afternoon, Canada. My name is Ramon Datol and this is your news at 4, a part of Balitang Bayan. Well, we are live here at TOMz Radio Toronto, and of course, you could watch us live at our website, www.tomzradio.com. Top of the news at this hour, Canada will grant permanent residency to 90,000 students and foreign workers. Dateline Ottawa, Canada, April 15. Canada will grant permanent residency to more than 90,000 foreign students and workers who help treat patients during the pandemic. The immigration minister announced yesterday. The program in effect from May 6 is intended for workers with at least 1 year of work experience in healthcare or dozens of other sectors deemed essential, from grocery store cashiers and shelf stockers to truck drivers and farm workers, as well as graduates who have completed a post-secondary degree within the last 4 years. Immigration Minister Marco Mendicino said the measure should help Canada reach its target of welcoming more than 400,000 immigrants this year, compensating for a drop in immigration last year when the border was closed. The pandemic has shone a bright light on the incredible contributions of newcomers, Mendicino told the news conference yesterday. These new policies will help those with a temporary status to plan their future in Canada, play a key role in our economic recovery, and help us build back better. He said, your status may be temporary, but your contributions are lasting, and we want you to stay. Mendicino ended his statement. Well, good news for all those applying for PR or permanent residency or citizenship here in Canada, particularly those who are here in Canada now, foreign students and foreign workers with PRs. Well, napakarami pong Pilipino ang naghihintay po nito. Not only Filipinos are waiting for this, but other nationalities as well who have been staying here in Canada for at least 2 years. And particular those health workers who help the government in fighting the unseen enemy, the pandemic or the COVID-19. Well, we doff our hats to Immigration Minister Marco Mendicino on his action here. Other news. Well, booster shots. Well, you know what shots are. They may be needed within a year after COVID-19 vaccination, says U.S. official. News from the USA. The United States is preparing for the possibility that a booster shot will be needed between 9 to 12 months after people are initially vaccinated against COVID-19, a White House official said this morning. While the duration of immunity after vaccination is being studied, booster vaccines could be needed. David Kessler, Chief Science Officer for President Joe Biden's COVID-19 Response Task Force, told the Congressional Committee hearing. The current thinking is those who are more vulnerable will have to go first, Kessler said. Initial data has shown that vaccines from Moderna Incorporation and partners Pfizer Incorporation and BioNTech SE retain most of the effectiveness for at least 6 months. Even if that protection lasts far longer, experts have said that rapidly spreading variants of the coronavirus and others that may emerge could lead to the need for regular booster shots, such as with annual flu shots. The United States is also tracking infections in people who have been vaccinated. Rochelle Walensky, director of the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, told the House Committee hearing of 77 million people vaccinated in the United States, there have been 5,800 such breakthrough infections, Walensky said, including 396 people who required hospitalization and 74 who died. Well, Walensky said some of these infections have occurred because the vaccinated person did not mount a strong immune response. But the concern is that there are some cases they are occurring in people infected by the more contagious virus variants. So, the variants are now too dangerous to ignore. So, people of the world, we have to be very careful and follow whatever the government protocols on this pandemic. And don't ever remove your mask and social distancing practices whenever you are out of your abode. Well, more news on COVID vaccine. Ex-world leaders urge U.S. to waive vaccine property rules. Well, that's a good one. Dateline, Paris, France, April 15. Some 170 foreign country leaders and Nobel Prize winners have called on the U.S. to waive intellectual property rules for COVID-19 vaccine to give poorer countries faster access to inoculations. In an open letter to President Joe Biden, published late Wednesday, the group said it was gravely concerned by the very slow progress in scaling up global vaccine access and inoculation in low and middle-income countries. While vaccination rollout in the U.S. and many wealthier countries was bringing hope to their citizens, for the majority of the world, that same hope is yet to be seen, said the signatories, who include Nobel winners Muhammad Yunus, Joseph Stiglitz, and Mohamed El-Baradei, and former world leaders such as Mikhail Gorbachev, Francois Hollande, and Gordon Brown. The group said it was encouraged that the Biden administration was considering a temporary waiver of World Trade Organization intellectual property rules during the COVID-19 pandemic as proposed by South Africa and India. Such a waiver would be a vital and necessary step to bringing an end to this pandemic, as it would expand global manufacturing capacity unhindered by industry monopolies that are driving the dire supply shortages, blocking vaccine access. Full protection of intellectual property and monopolies would negatively impact efforts to vaccinate the world and be self-defeating for the U.S., the group said in a letter coordinated by the People's Vaccine Alliance, which groups organizations and activists campaigning for an end to property rights and patents for the vaccines. Were the virus left to roam the world, and even if vaccinated, people in the US would continue to be exposed to new variant, they said. The letter comes day after the World Health Organization condemned the scarcity of COVID doses available for poorer countries. There remains a shocking imbalance in global distribution of vaccine. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said on Friday, by then more than 732 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine had been administered in at least 195 territories around the world, according to an AFP count. Some 49% of the doses were injected in high-income countries, accounting for 16% of the global population. Well, the US, UK, and Germany, well, they are the richest country in the world, and of course, they have their own vaccines, and thus preventing the supply, not really preventing, but limiting the supply of COVID vaccine to the poorer country who could not really buy the vaccine. Oh my goodness. Right. We have to stop this. And we have to join ex-world leaders who wants to waive vaccine property rules. Of course, Pfizer is being made in the US. And look, US has more than enough of the virus. Okay? Well, people of the world should pray, of course, unite with each other, the leaders, that they have to encourage unity among all people, among all countries. That's why there is the United Nations. All the countries in the world, most of the countries in the world are member to the United Nations. Well, ex-world leaders, please, continue your fight to waive vaccine property rules. All right. Well, we will be going to some news from the Philippines when we come back. News at 4 will be back after some words from our friends.
Why would you want Genesis Immigration to help you in your application? Our company, Genesis Immigration Consulting, is committed to providing truthful, honest, competent, and result-oriented service through advising and representing our client, Canada and overseas, in a wide range of immigration matters, which focuses on providing support, building dependable relationships, and promoting success. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. But why would you want Genesis Immigration to help you in your application? We work with passion. Highly recommended by clients. Yes. Professional. ICCRC registered. Caring. Knowledgeable. Approachable. High value on integrity. Experienced. Affordable. Reliable. Trustworthy. For more information, please visit us at www.genesisimmigrationconsulting.com. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more, or have an idea you would like to see on our next video, click like and subscribe, and leave a comment.
we're back. News at 4, and this is your friend Ramon Detal as we continue giving you the latest news around the world. In the Philippines, President Duterte approves DTI request to help potential local vaccine makers. In a briefing, Department of Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon Lopez said the government started talking to companies that may manufacture COVID-19 vaccine. Of course, at this point, we shall be talking with the Department of Health and the Food and Drug Administration to facilitate the speedy processing. Green lane on getting government permits, Lopez said. He also asked the government to procure locally produced vaccine subject to standards, specs, and prices. Lopez likened the project to wartime efforts in which firms are mandated to manufacture ammunition and bullets to fight the enemy. President Rodrigo Duterte later asked officials to listen to the request as it will be the Bible of government. It's government's prayer because historically the Philippines is one of the laggard or makes slow progress, Duterte said. That's why we have cut processes down to the lowest level and asked everybody to cooperate, Duterte added. The president said he would personally sign documents that have been left unattended for 3 days. In his presentation to the president, Lopez showed that possible vaccine manufacturers include local pharmaceutical giant United Laboratories Incorporated and Glovax Biotech Corporation. According to the DTI, Unilab started manufacturing COVID-19 vaccine last April 7. The facility may become operational by 2023. Naknan dragon layo pa pala. Well, meanwhile, Glovax has signed an agreement with South Korea-based Biologics company for local vaccine manufacturing. According to the Department of Science and Technology, the Philippines will possibly have its own fill-finish facilities or final manufacturing step in the overall production process for vaccine manufacturing by 2024 or rather 22 next year. Don't you know that we have in the Philippines the Fabulan Laboratory who also produces several medicine that includes now what they claim is a vaccine for COVID-19, but they're being ignored by the Department of Health and the Food and Drug Administration and rejected the request for trials. We don't know why. We could not comprehend the real reasons why. The Pabulan Laboratory was forced out of the Philippines. That's why they tried approaching the nation or the country of Indonesia, wherein they were accepted. I don't know what's going on with some of our officials in the Philippines. Well, at any rate, we have to wait for that development. But meantime, 15 sailors, among them Filipinos, finally released after Gulf of Guinea kidnapped. Wow, that's a good news for everyone. Dateline Lagos, Nigeria. 15 crew members kidnapped from a chemical tanker off the coast of Benin more than a month ago have been released, the ship's Dutch owner said yesterday. Depoli Tankers said the company was delighted to report that all 15 of its officers and crew abducted from its vessel Davide B in the Gulf of Guinea on March 11 have been released. The seafarers are safe and can return to their families in Eastern Europe and the Philippines and can start recovering from this deeply concerning situation, the company said in a statement. The crew were taken hostage around 210 nautical miles or 390 kilometers south of Cotonou when pirates attacked the Maltese-registered chemical tanker. 6 other crew members had remained unharmed on the ship, which was on its way from Latvia's capital Riga to Lagos in Nigeria. Kidnap attacks on ships for ransom have become common in the Gulf of Guinea, which runs from Senegal to Angola, taken in the southwest coast of Nigeria. The perpetrators are usually Nigerian pirates. Well, the Gulf of Guinea accounted for more than 95% of all maritime kidnapping last year, 130 out of 135 cases. According to the International Maritime Bureau, or IMB, which monitors security at sea. Last month, the global shipping giant Maersk called for a major naval mission to protect the busy but dangerous shipping lanes of the West Africa. Have you noticed, my friends, that Filipino seafarers are worldwide known as seafarers? Of course, there are more than 1 million seafarers, seamen and women who works for different barges and ships all over the world. Even those cruise ships, wow, you could find a lot of Filipinos there. And, the seafarers are one of the many, not only many, but a few billions of dollars sent there to the Philippines, to their families. Well, thank you very much for some people who watch our show. Thank you. They're texting me. Well, entertainment. Well, we were waiting for this. It's final. Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez officially call it quits. Wow. May chance na tayo. DJ Ricky Q. Jennifer Lopez? Wow, she's A1, a top-class dancer, singer and dancer, of course. And Alex Rodriguez, one of the finest and well-known baseball player. Wow. Latino power couple too. Well, the full statement of what they released to the media read like this: "We have realized we are better off as friends and look forward to remaining so. We will continue to work together and support each other on our shared businesses and projects. We wish the best for each other and one another's children out of respect for them. The only other comment we have to say is, thank you to everyone who has sent kind words of support." On March 13, U.S. media initially reported that the Latino power couple have split. Yun nga, sabi ko, Latino power couple. But later, Lopez was quick to issue a statement that she and Alex were still trying to fix their relationship. On April 15, Lopez and Rodriguez decided to end their engagement. Lopez 51 and Rodriguez 45. Oh, Lopez is 6 years older than Alex. Have been together for 4 years. They were supposed to get married in 2020 last year, but it was canceled due to the pandemic. So, pandemic COVID-19 virus should be blamed for this. Well, I could still remember Rodriguez because I follow the baseball. He's the first professional baseball player that inked or signed a contract with New York. New York, $250 million contract for 15 years. It's the biggest contract ever signed by a professional baseball player in baseball history. I made the story out of that in my the Philippine Courier newspaper. That's why I could not forget that. 250 million. Wow. He is so rich. But of course, who could deny J-Lo's wealth? So rich. My God. Latino power duo. Oh, a lot of people are trying to reach not J-Lo, but Alex Rodriguez. Wow. Have you watched Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Watch the new trailer of F and F9. Oh, there is already the Fast and Furious 9. All right. Fans are apt to rejoice with the latest trailer of the much-awaited Fast and Furious 9. Now out. Oh my goodness, I want to see this movie. It could be seen via Universal Picture official Facebook page and YouTube channel. F9 is the 9th chapter in the Fast and Furious saga, where Vin Diesel's Dom Toretto is leading a quiet life off the grid with Letty and their sign? It's a typo error. It's son. Girlfriend Letty and their son. But danger always lurks over their peaceful horizon, and this time forces Dom to confront the sins of his past to save those he loved most. Together with his crew, they rev up once more to stop a world-shattering plot led by the most skilled assassin and high-performance driver, a man who also happens to be Dom's forsaken brother Jacob. Wow! Kapatid ang kalaban. And who played Jacob? John Cena. The WWE superstar John Cena. Wow, I want to see this movie. F9 marks the return of Justin Lee as director, who helmed Fast and Furious 3rd and 6th chapters when it transformed into a global blockbuster. The action hurdles around the globe, from London to Tokyo, from Central America to Edinburgh, and from a secret bunker in Azerbaijan to the teeming streets of Tbilisi. Old friends and old enemies return when the history will be rewritten and will ultimately test the true meaning of family like never before. Well, the film stars returning cast members include Michelle Rodriguez, of course, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, Jordana Brewster, Natalie Manuel, and the Korean Sung Kang, with Oscar winner Helen Mirren and Oscar winner Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron, ganda niyan. F9 also features Grammy-winning superstar Cardi B. It's included as new franchise character Lisa, a woman with connection to Dom's past, and a cameo by reggaeton sensation Ozuna. From the Universal Picture, F9 will open soon in cinemas all over the world, including the Philippines. Well, that's our news for 4 p.m. today. Yeah, it's only 30 minutes, but of course, we will be giving you several, or rather more news as we go on tomorrow. Again, tomorrow we will be having a special interview with a counselor from Mississauga around 6 o'clock. Yes. So thank you people. Thank you, my friends, and thank you to all those who continuously support and watch us. We are live, www.tomzradio.com, or you could call us via Skype if you want to join us and join our discussion. Skype, TOMz Space Radio, or our Facebook page, TOMz Radio. All right. Thank you very much. This is your friend again, Ramon Datol, Balitang Bayan News at 4. Good day.
So why would you want Genesis Immigration to help you in your application? Our company, Genesis Immigration Consulting, is committed to providing truthful, honest, competent, and result-oriented service through advising and representing our client in Canada and overseas in a wide range of immigration matters, which focuses on providing support, building dependable relationships, and promoting success. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. But why would you want Genesis Immigration to help you in your application? We work with passion. Highly recommended by clients. Yes. Professional. ICCRC registered. Caring. Knowledgeable. Approachable. High value on integrity. Experienced. Affordable. Reliable. Trustworthy. For more information, please visit us at www.genesisimmigrationconsulting.com. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more, or have an idea you would like to see on our next video, click like and subscribe, and leave a comment.